The Cheers to That podcast, proudly brought to you by DrinkLab.org. Thanks for listening. Your next favorite cocktail is waiting at DrinkLab.org.
Ready for a deep dive into a cocktail that's as bold as it is delicious.
I am so ready.
We're talking about the Espresso Martini.
Yes.
A drink that's been, like, shaking things up lately.
Yeah, right.
Pun intended.
Of course.
You've provided us with this fantastic guide from DrinkLab.org.
That's a good one.
So let's uncover the secrets behind this caffeinated concoction.
Okay.
Have you had a chance to try one yet?
Yeah, I've had a few.
What stood out to you?
Well, what I think is so fascinating about the Espresso Martini is that it's not just like some trendy drink. It's actually, a modern classic.
Okay.
Like it's got staying power.
Okay, so let's break it down.
Okay.
What exactly makes an Espresso Martini so special?
Well, it kind of follows that classic cocktail template. You've got a base spirit, a sweet element, and then a bitter counterpoint.
Okay.
And in this case, you've got vodka as that base coffee liqueur for that sweetness.
Right.
And then, of course, that shot of espresso.
Yes.
To bring the bitterness.
And DrinkLab is very clear about the espresso part.
Yeah.
It's got to be fresh, right?
Absolutely.
Like none of that instant stuff.
No. You need that fresh espresso.
Okay.
And ideally a strong, flavorful blend.
Okay.
That's crucial to achieving that rich, complex flavor profile.
Right.
And here's a pro tip from DrinkLab.
Okay.
If you freeze your espresso shot beforehand,
Oh, interesting.
it prevents dilution when you shake the cocktail.
That's smart.
Yeah, resulting in a smoother, more intense flavor.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Nobody wants a watered down espresso martini.
No, do not.
And speaking of flavor,
Yeah.
DrinkLab also mentions you can tweak the sweetness
Right.
and even transform the espresso martini into its creamy cousin,
Yeah.
the Mudslide,
Exactly.
by adding some cream liqueur.
It's right.
So you can really play around with it.
Totally. While the classic recipe provides a great foundation,
Right.
the beauty of the espresso martini is its versatility.
I like that.
So, adjusting the sweetness with, say, simple syrup
Okay.
or adding a splash of cream liqueur,
Mm-hmm.
it allows for endless variations.
Yeah, you can really cater to everyone.
Exactly.
Now, every iconic cocktail has a good origin story.
Oh, I love a good origin story.
Right. And the espresso martini is no exception.
Bring it on.
So the story goes,
Okay.
back in 1983, at a swanky London bar,
Of course, a swanky London bar.
Right.
It had to be.
a bartender named Dick Bradsell
Okay.
was faced with a rather cheeky request
Okay. I'm intrigued.
from a model
A model. Okay.
who wanted a drink
Okay.
to wake her up and pfiff her up.
Wow.
And thus the espresso martini was born.
I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
What a story.
Whether it's entirely true or embellished over time,
Sure.
this story,
Yeah.
it captures the essence of the espresso martini perfectly.
Right.
It embodies a certain energy,
Yes.
a desire to live life on your own terms, a sentiment that I think continues to resonate with drinkers today.
It's a drink with an attitude.
Totally.
And speaking of attitude,
Okay.
DrinkLab shared some hilarious espresso martini stories from readers.
Oh.
Like the one about Jess,
Okay.
who decided one espresso martini was all she needed
Oh, no.
to power through a late night of work.
Oh, Jess.
She was convinced it was her,
Yeah.
power
really?
fuel.
Or productivity booster.
Right.
Oh, my gosh.
But as the night went on,
yeah.
let's just those early morning meetings were quickly forgotten.
I've been there.
Right.
Maybe not with an espresso martini, but
Yeah.
the best laid plans.
Exactly. And that actually, that perfectly ties into what I wanted to ask you about next.
Okay.
Why do you think the espresso martini is having such a resurgence?
That's a great question.
It seems like it's more than just a fad.
You're right. It's definitely more than a fad.
Right.
I think it really taps into several cultural trends.
Okay.
Like we were saying earlier, it's that perfect marriage of coffee culture with this craft cocktail movement.
Okay.
People are kind of discerning about their coffee
Totally.
and their cocktails these days.
They know what they want.
Right. They want quality.
Right.
So the espresso martini kind of offers that sophisticated combination of quality ingredients and complex flavors.
And let's not forget the presentation.
Oh, absolutely.
That beautiful layered look with the crema on top.
It's so elegant.
Right.
Yeah.
It's very Instagrammable.
It's totally Instagrammable.
It is.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like
It's an experience.
It's an experience.
It engages all the senses.
Yes.
Like from the aroma of the coffee to the visual appeal to the chill of the glass against your lips.
Yes.
DrinkLab even highlights the satisfying feeling of the shake, the sound of the ice hitting the shaker.
I love that.
It's all part of the allure. So tell me, what resonates most with you about this drink?
Okay.
Why do you think it's captured so many people's imaginations?
For me, I think it's that perfect storm. Like you said, you've got the flavor, you've got the experience.
Right.
And like just a little bit of mystique, you know?
Totally. And you feel cool ordering it.
Yeah.
Like you're in the know.
Exactly.
Part of the club.
Okay, so speaking of being in the know,
Okay.
DrinkLab touches on something that I find really intriguing.
Okay.
They mention that while fresh espresso is ideal,
Right.
a good quality cold brew concentrate
Okay.
can be a worthy substitute,
Interesting.
which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah.
So it kind of raises the question, would that still be considered a true espresso martini by like the cocktail purists out there?
That's the beauty of cocktail culture, isn't it?
Right.
There's always room for interpretation
Right.
and like personal preference.
It's your drink.
Yeah, the rules are more like guidelines, really.
I like that.
Right.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, the best espresso martini is the one that like speaks to your individual taste.
I think that's a great place to leave it.
I agree.
So it's all about finding your own perfect blend.
Exactly.
Just like a perfectly crafted cup of coffee.
I love that.
So if this deep dive has inspired you to embark on your own espresso martini adventure,
Do it.
we want to hear about it.
Yes.
Share your creations with us on social media.
Let's see those espresso martinis.
Yes. And tell us, did you go classic or did you add your own twist?
I want to know.
And remember,
What's that?
as DrinkLab so cleverly put it,
It's okay.
espresso martini. Because sometimes you need your coffee with a side of chaos.
Love it.
Until next time, happy sipping.
Cheers to that.
Craving these tasty drinks? You'll find the recipes in the description or at drinklab.org. Cheers!